Alright, I want to make this video to show about some lesser known tech with Neo Tengu, some trickier, more hidden stuff that you wouldn't really know about unless you already knew about the mechanics of the game. And I'm going to explain why they're very strong. And it is a form of a 2T option select that any character with a ground throw can do. And there's several ways to set it up, and I'll explain why it's very strong, especially for Neo Tengu in particular, who is a much slower character and struggles to maintain offensive momentum. So this will very much help you out offensively with this character. So I'm just going to do a normal combo to get a launcher. Okay. Whoops, dropped the last hit though. Okay. Now that all combos normally. Okay. That's fine, but they can get out of the last hit, and here's how. If they tech roll off the ground, so if you go to training settings, comm options, and turn recovery on, they can tech roll. So they can tech roll out of the last hit and it will not connect. Okay, boom. They got up, that last throw does not connect. Now, while you miss out on a little bit of damage, that's actually better. It's actually good for you, and I'll explain why. You want them to tech. Because, I'm going to turn the frame data on real quick, and after he techs, it should say advantage 0. Whoops. Okay, it says advantage 0, that's actually wrong. That's incorrect. And because the frame data is hidden, because it does not take into account Neo Tengu's landing recovery, as well as Hayabusa's Ukeme time when he's getting off the ground. So in order to find the true frame data, you go back to training settings, set the comm reaction to do a hold. Any hold, it doesn't matter, they're all the same. But you have him do a hold, that way the second he gets off the ground, he's going to counter. As soon as I land on the ground from doing my whiff move, I'm going to hold as well. And because all holds in the game have the same frame data and are the same active frames, they're going to negate each other, and basically the frame data will cancel out. So then you can get the true frame advantage that way. It's a little bit of trickery in the system. So I'm going to do the same combo, and I'm going to hold afterward, and we can look at the true frame data. Oh my gosh, if I stop dropping that, please. Okay, now that's the true frame data. I am +2, which means it's still my turn. I'm still at advantage, even though they got out of my combo and my move whipped completely. Because I still recover faster landing on the ground than Hayabusa does getting up. Which means it's still my turn. So it's actually pretty tricky, and this is really good for several reasons. I'm going to set him to jab now, which is Hayabusa's fastest move. High punch. So now when he gets up off the ground and techs, he's going to punch me. That is the fastest thing Hayabusa can do when he's getting off the ground. And he still can't beat me out. I'll show you here. Do the same combo. Boom. People escape. He got counter hit on his own wake up because he tried to hit a button and he's at disadvantage. It's very tricky because it looks like you shouldn't be at advantage, but you are. It's a 2T option select. So this is very, very good to keep offensive pressure with Neo Tengu, because then when they tech up off the ground, you can stun them and do another combo. So I'll show you here. Stun them, do another combo. And you can just keep the loop going if you want, over and over, if they're going to hit buttons on wake up. Yeah, they have to respect that frame advantage. They have to catch on. Now, you can also extend the frame advantage by getting a higher stun level. So like here, if I do this combo, you see, the critical stun went yellow, which means it's level 2. So I can get a higher launch, even more frame advantage, which I'll show you here. So I'm going to turn the reaction back on hold so we can look at the difference in frame advantage. Whoops. All right. Now I'm +4. Okay, I got 2 extra frame advantages by increasing the stun a little bit. Well, what about level 3? So I do this here, this stun game, that turns it red, which is level 3, which is max stun threshold. Or this is also after a critical burst, so let's try the same combo again, but from level 3 stun. Now I'm +5 advantage. So you can go all the way up in advantage depending on what you're doing. So I'm going to do a level 3 stun, and do a different move, a slower move on his wake up, and see if he can beat me out. So I'm going to set him back to jab. So we're going to get level 3 stun, we're going to launch. Even forward punch beats him out. Which forward punch? Newtonga's forward punch is 15 frames. Hayabusa's jab is 10 frames, even though it's significantly slower, 50% slower, actually. He still can't beat it out because I'm at too much advantage. That's how a 2T option select is very useful. You can keep advantage that way. That's not the only thing that you can do it off of either. Let's say he tries to do something like a forward punch instead. So I'm going to set him to do a mid punch. So now when he gets up off the ground, he'll just do a forward punch, which is a slower move. So instead, I can go for something like this. An offensive hold. So that way, that beats if he decides to block, or if he decides to hit a button that way as well. The only thing that move will not beat, because I'm at -5, is jabs. Jabs are the only thing that it won't beat, but if they jab, that beats the jab. So it's a mix-up in your favor every time. But there's another type of move you can do an option select off of as well. It's just not just off that combo. So I'll show you another one. You can do it off this one here. Boom, still at advantage, right? Or you can do it off high kick. You can do it off, this is the same setup, so it actually has the exact same launch height as 3P, 8K does. So you actually get the exact same setup with the almost the exact same frame advantage. So, pretty much any launcher. Oh, here's another type as well. So, this one's a little bit different, but this is, you're giving away knockback to get a setup from long range. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So, off of a grab like this. Okay, I'm +3. I'm in his face because he teched up off the ground. Now, that's not a true option select because you're not doing a ground throw, but you're doing a tech chase, which is similar in that you're just keeping advantage on their wake up in order to hit them. So, up super launcher throw, do up punch, 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 teleport, do the kick, and then do 9P, which is you fly toward them like that, and then if they tech up, you're still at advantage. If you try and hit any button, you can beat them out. Boom. That is the basis of 2T option selects, and any character with a ground throw can do. I'll show you an example that I do a lot with Mila as well, because hers are very, very strong. So, choose Mila, which is Hayabusa just for the same purposes. And so, one of the most common ones people see me do is I'll do this combo here. So, I'm going to do a normal stun combo. Boom. Okay, boom. That all combos if they don't get up. Okay? That has a lot of damage. A lot of damage from not teching. However, they can get out of it once again just by tech rolling. So, turn recovery on. And I'm going to turn the reactions to hold again so we can look at the true frame advantage. And I'll do the same combo. Okay, +6. I did the exact same inputs. You can look at them there at the bottom of the screen. Some of them are duplicates because I mashed a little bit. But I did the exact same combo. Didn't even have to guess. The opponent got up, and I'm still at +6 frame advantage. That means I can literally do whatever I want. No matter what, Hayabusa has to block. Or he can't beat me out no matter what. So, I'm going to do an offensive hold now. So I'm going to have him jab. Now, Mila's jab is a little bit different than Niotungu's because hers actually high crushes. So even if he tries to jab me, he can't beat me out. I'll show you. Boom, ducks right under it. So that means he can't do anything. He literally can't do anything. So if he tries to block, he gets hit. If he tries to hit a button, he gets hit. The only thing he can do is completely guess that I'm going to do an offensive hold and duck, or throw, which are the two of the riskiest options he can do. He has to hard read that. That is a mix-up in your favor every single time you do a 2T option select. You can also do some off the wall, which Niotungu can as well. Any character with throw can. So if I wall splat someone, boom, it's another option select. I'll show you the frame advantage on that one as well. So set him to hold. Okay. So just do a normal combo. Boom, I'm +2. Got up off the wall. So if he doesn't tech roll, then it will combo. Just down kick, down throw. No timing at all. Huge damage. Basis of 2T option slice. Hope that helps explain it at least a little bit.